play in... Come on, game. 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, here we go.
Good luck, Rat. Everyone give Rat some hype.
Hype! Alright, so as Ab said before, the first level will, you can die within 5 seconds of this level. Because you have this guy here, his name is Borf, I call him Bork or Barf. And, he's a jerk in this game, and you'll see later on in the game that he's, like, a big jerk. But, like, he's, like, throwing everything at you, he's, like, throwing all his enemies at you. As I said before, everything will one-hit kill you in this game, which is, fun. But let's not die. Dying in the first level is a big no-no.
You'll also have many... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Not only is everything one-hit kill, there are no checkpoints in any of the stages. So if you die at the very end, you're back at the beginning.
Alright, so this is the end of the first level. We just get on a spaceship and take off. And then there's always the score menu at the end or whatever, and you just spam start through it because nobody cares about your score.
Actually, score can be quite important. Remember, Rat? You can get extra...
Exactly, you get extra lives. Here's Space Maze. The best thing about it is there's no map to Space Maze whatsoever. So for me, it's all memorization. I never drew out anything for the map. I just kind of memorized it.
Yeah, when I played it, I had to eventually draw out the map in that blue area near the end.
Oh yeah.
I actually had to draw it out on paper and draw all the one-way turns that you have to make.
Oh yeah.
So much time on that section.
People were also asking about the discs in chat. Those are actually good things, believe it or not. The red one, this game is that bad that the red discs give you practice lives. So when you game over, and there are limited lives, no continues in this game, do you expect anything else from this bad of a game, you get practice lives to practice some of the stages that you might have died in. The green ones, I want to say, that's extra strength, right, Rat? When,
yes,
you
yes,
go
it
into
is.
energize mode. And
Yes.
then the blue discs, you get extra shield around your ship when you're only in the Space Maze level. And the silver ones, everyone loves the silver ones. Extra lives, you'll see Rat go into an optional bonus stage to pick up some more extra lives because of the lack of continues.
Yeah, pretty much. It's extra lives are very useful in this game. Alright, so this is our first energized section we're gonna do. You become Melee Man Dex, and you actually get to shoot with your gun and kill things. I did not want to aim at that guy at the bottom, but okay. That's okay.
Yeah, the aiming cursor just sort of picks arbitrarily. You can sort of choose which guy you focus on by which of the fire buttons, or the aim buttons, I guess, you press. But there's not a lot of control over it.
No, there
X
really isn't.
and Y.
The shooting becomes a lot harder later in Motorcycle Chase.
Oh yes.
Which is like, yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that everything's flying at you at about 70 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, that too.
And there are actual ways you can, like an auto screen, but you have choices of whether or not to energize. Those choices can make the stage either longer or shorter. We're going to see a little later on that you have an option towards an end of a level to energize, which if you pick that extends the level by a stupid amount. So being aware of how much time you can save by energizing or not energizing is important.
Yeah, in this run I only energized twice. You saw the one time, and the next time I energized is at pretty much the last level of the game. And we'll explain that when we get to it. Because I want to, like,
The
kind of...
energize is actually useful for, there's actually good and bad endings for this game.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
to get the good ending, you have to energize pretty much every single time to get a high enough score to get the good ending.
Also, half-dressed alien guy.
Oh god. You know, I didn't
just
see
assumed his pants was his skin color.
You're welcome.
They're the same color. I won't imagine them pants.
You're welcome.
Aw, man.
Hey, gotta have a little bit of fun with this game, right? Right? You guys are just like,
I'm not sure that's a thing.
you guys are just like, we hate you, Rat. So,
The fun? I played this game. I don't remember that happening. Is that in one of the bonus stages where you find the fun? Because
yes.
I only played it through the normal way.
But see, you gotta put the word fun in air quotes for this game. Also, if you look at that alien guy, he's floating on nothing.
Alright. His toes on the platform, that's enough. He's just got incredible balance.
Oh no. Nah, not good enough for me. Alright, so here's
By
our,
the way, you guys,
here's the extra lives we were talking about.
Far
Safety, marathon safe strat, getting extra lives, that's always a good thing.
it's not very obvious where that is either. Abs, did you know where those extra lives were when you were playing this at first?
I did not know about that bonus stage. The only way you can figure out that there's any bonus stages, if you notice really, really closely before she entered the bonus stage, the game sort of went really pixelated for just like a split second. I think it's probably only a handful of frames that you notice that it does that mosaic sort of filter that the SNES really, really likes. And that's the only way to tell that there's a bonus stage. You just have to jump straight up to grab them.
Yeah, there's
So a
something
couple
special.
Couple other things about the space, just really quick. Brad can actually speed up the ship, which is another way you can save time. The second thing is, do not crash into the blue wall. All of your shield is immediately taken away if that's the case.
Gimme! Sorry.
No, go ahead. Always.
Always, Kimmy. Always.
Always Kimmy.
Always.
Hey, Kimberly is very attractive. I think I might have gone through this heck to get there to save her. Might have been worth it.
I don't know about that, Abs. I remember you playing this game.
All worth it in the end, except doesn't she call you a loser or something at the end if you don't get the good ending?
Oh, there's something. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's
Yeah.
actually quite funny, but yeah, it's she's not very nice at the end. Put it that way. You guys can kind of guess for now the kind of reactions you have to the not 100%.
Yeah, any
Very
of my
nice,
viewers that are in chat right now, don't spoil it, please. Because I know you guys. You guys could be jerks sometimes, but I love you guys. It's true! Alright, also I should explain the lives counter that you see right underneath where it says lives. It only shows 5 lives, which the game starts you out with 5 lives, but I have more than 5 lives. So eventually you'll see that counter go down when I die.
Nah, not going to. Hey, look, it's one of Rad's favorite stages.
Graham Cracker Ride.
Spoiler at the end of the game ends. That's the greatest part of the game, honestly.
It is.
Best spoiler ever.
When the game ends.
This part here with the jumping, the jumping mechanics is very weird in this game. The longer you hold down the jump button, the farther you'll jump. And jumping between these platforms, I make it look easy, but it's not easy. It's actually really difficult. And no, we're not gonna energize. Go away.
Yeah, you have to hold the button down a very specific amount for each of these jumps. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you end up flying way past the platforms or not making it at all.
I've done
I
that so
remember
many
the
times.
First time Abs played Space Station Beta, which is what Rat just cleared very. By the way, Abs tried energizing and energizing.
Oh,
and
no.
One time he forgot to energize, and he's like, "Wait, that was the end of the stage."
Yeah, I kept trying to complete it with the Energize, and it just extends the stage so much and makes it much, much more difficult. And then I was like, okay, oh, I forgot to Energize. It's right at the end of the stage? fast.
Alright, shortcut. We saved 10 seconds in this maze. Which is what we call the danger bonk, by the way. Because you have to hit the blue wall in order to do like that little U-turn. And as Sky said earlier, blue walls completely drain your shield and you only have one more hit left. So you have to be extremely careful there.
Right, made me nervous. Oh,
What?
bonked into the blue walls.
Well, if you want to save like 10 seconds through the maze, you kind of have to. Alright, so there's nothing special about this stage. You have a bunch of random crushers and you have the robot vacuum cleaner guy there. By the way, the game does not tell you names to enemies except for the main bear guy in the game, so I kind of just make up names for the bear guys as I go. Like,
By the way, the hip.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say the. What do you call the purple guys in this comment? You said you made up names for all of them.
Oh, the purple vacuum guys or whatever I just called them.
No, I was gonna say the hitboxes on those are so unforgiving, and I remember the both of you struggling with that at first stage.
Oh yeah, definitely. This part right here is precise jumping, by the way. You have to be like pretty much in the right spot, otherwise you'll die. And hey, look, it's the man-eating apple. That's why I call that green snake guy, man-eating apple.
Like he's from something, like from Dr. Seuss or something.
But don't a lot of the enemies look like that though? Especially
Very nice.
Barf. Thanks. I have to actually be careful in this part. Because we're gonna do our bonk again, hopefully. And bonk we go. I have to play it safe for a little bit. My shield will replenish. But for the time being, I kind of need to play it safe. And our shield's replenished so we can actually bonk again. Like I just did there, because bonk.
To navigate through these mazes just because it's really zoomed in and the ship moves quite fast even when you're not pressing the speed up button. You have very little time to react.
Also, fun fact, this level, move immediately. Because otherwise the level will just instantly kill you with the fart and fire that comes out of the tubes there.
Yes. Oh man. There's so many levels like that, though, that are just like, if you don't move almost immediately, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Like the first stage, Borf flies in, lasers once, lasers twice, you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, even if you touch Borf, it'll do the laser animation death.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Alright, that was actually excellent. Jumping over those green dog things is actually really tough. I made it look easy, but it's actually difficult.
It's very again. There's so many things that are really precise in this game, and the controls are not.
Oh no, definitely. Especially the jumping hitboxes. Ugh, the worst.
Ugh.
If those dogs hit your baby toe, that's it. You're done.
The dog eats you if you get hit by it, by the way. So Dexter's not really good with animals, so don't have him near your pets. He'll just get eaten.
Oh, everything in this wants to eat. Horrifying.
Unless they're purple cats, then they just want to throw you off the cliff with themselves.
Suicidal cat bunnies. Oh, I just bonked. That's okay. I'm actually playing it safe in the maze just in case, because you never know what happens in this game. This game likes to, mess with you, so.
So the
Thankfully,
reason why
the yellow parts of the maze are pretty forgiving.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say the reason why you saw a stage clear screen is because we're done with the space maze. The space maze itself is an actual level, and now Rad is on her way to another section of the. No spoilers here. First, she's got to get past the fire chase escape.
Shoot 'em up stage.
Pew 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 pew. That's essentially what it is.
Another.
Oh, I
very
shot you in the
unforgiving
face
scene.
and it didn't shoot and I died. That's okay.
That's okay.
First step, that's fine.
And that was toward the beginning of the stage too, so no big deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything has giant hitboxes, and everything comes at you very fast. The whole game is pretty unbelieving, really.
Everyone's like in the.
What happened?
I said everybody's digging the people down.
Oh, that's good.
Hard box.
No. Star Fox is a children's game. Compared to that, I run that game. Trust me. This is different. This is harder by a long shot.
Go through
Alright,
enough of the
there we go.
energizes and get enough of the green spirals or vortexes or whatever, it makes
CDs.
this stage actually quite a bit easier because everything dies faster.
Yeah.
Now this is a very special stage that is I don't have words for this that are rated.
It's especially disgruntling for me.
Oh yes, on the
Because-
console. Yeah, go ahead.
After a certain point, after a certain number of stages, the pink maze, the roller skate maze, is very similar to the space maze, as in there's a bunch of vortexes within the pink maze, and each one contains a stage, and you have to complete all the stages. Well, after you complete, I would guess 1 to 2 stages. If you, for me on the console version, when you die, there is a very good chance that it does not load that death animation. You see when the little TV screen zooms in and you see the little animation. Sometimes that doesn't load and you're just stuck there staring at a big TV in the middle of the screen that's all static. And you're just sitting there going, I had 8 lives left, please.
I remember that
And now I
too.
have to start all over again.
This is actually the longest stage. You don't want to die in this stage, not because, obviously you don't want to do it again, but some of the cutscenes are quite destructive to die.
Oh yeah. I mean, getting lasered is one thing, but getting eaten by your dark self is another thing.
Yeah, that's just, warp.
Oh, well.
It's terrible. And I believe if you energize in this stage, you fight like a bunch of your giant dark selves. I think.
Yeah, you end up going downward at one point, and then the giant dark dex head chasing.
Yeah. I usually just say miss me, now you gotta kiss me, but please don't.
Alright.
And the game's actually nice enough to give you an extra life at the end, just in case if you died. Which I didn't, thankfully, because, Alright, more skate maze.
Story behind the Dark Dex head, he shoots, trying to shoot Dexter, and all that's left is his head, which has his last resort after you. Again, disturbing.
I kinda need to focus at this part. If you guys want to keep talking, go ahead.
This part is something. Thankfully, for most of it, you can just jump straight across. But if you don't realize that you can just jump straight across and you're trying to turn to go back and forth, and oh my goodness. And then we got this part where we start spinning.
Sorry for the motion sickness, by the way, if anyone's motion sickness easily. I do apologize if I can't help it with this game. Blame the game, not me. Thanks.
If you just noticed a little while ago, there's these sort of pyramids that are on the track. She has to use those to get to certain areas. It makes you jump really, really far. There is a point in the stage, if you... she just passed 3 pyramids in a row. If you try and jump over those, they send you back to the beginning of the maze. You just keep bouncing pyramid to pyramid to pyramid to pyramid until you're back at the beginning of the stage.
That's if you don't die at first from it. Tossed in all directions.
And this is the hardest stage in the game, in my opinion. I had the hardest time with this stage. Giant piggies trying to eat you. tiny piggies on motorbikes, and then tiny marshmallow fluff balls.
Ooh, marshmallows.
Something like that. Yeah, rat.
Oh boy. It's not over yet, guys.
And this, oh my goodness, with the 1 tile wide. The 1 tile wide section. At the end of it is the worst.
Which, by the way, if it goes slightly to the right or the left, that's it. No way.
Yeah!
Oh, very nice, rat. And
Alright, I'm gonna let
run
this
over
play
to
out.
me.
Kimberly, let's go.
For you, Sky. Oh, shut up, Barf. You have no say in this.
Kimberly, let's go.
That's the best scene in the whole game.
Alright, more precise jumping coming up, so I'm gonna shut up. You guys can keep talking.
Is this the part with the ridiculous to get to stage? Yes, this part of the maze is just a complete and total jerk. There is no real easy way to find this last stage. You're on the... Is this the
No,
last
we're
stage,
going
right?
to underwater first.
Oh, right, okay.
This is where all
This
those
is still a
stupid
joke.
jumps.
But fun fact about the motorcycle stage, Tori, and that if you do not run over Kimberly at the end, you run off the edge of the stage.
Oh, I went on the wrong platform. That's okay. I do that from time to time. That's fine. Oh, darn.
Oh, the maze of jumps.
Alright,
Ugh.
the game ate my jump
maze
input
of
there,
jumps.
so that's okay. We still have probably 9 or 10 lives, so
Yeah, these jumps here where you have to jump from pink maze to pink maze, they are very, very precise as well. The single tile big ones you have to jump right away. The ones that are a little bit wider you have to give it a split second before you jump, and all of it has to be done at the right time, otherwise you're dead. And you're spinning.
And no, I don't believe Kimmy can die on her.
no, she doesn't die, she just watches you die. She's like, Dex, get back here, and you just fall into your death. That's what I imagine, at
Alright.
least. Hey,
There
underwater
you go.
cat friend,
The
not
water
terrible.
The water stage is probably the easiest stage, but it is all memorization, so it's a heck of a lot of trial and error, but there's nothing really too difficult about the stage.
Yeah,
Just another shoot 'em up style. You gotta shoot squids and watch out for gigantic eels.
yeah, just don't get eaten, or, don't touch the calamari on the side.
Just don't die, it's that easy. Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah.
How hard could it be?
Eel.
Anyways, I don't believe Kimmy has an extra hitbox, so at least the game was nice like that. You know, the game could have been like, if it would have hit Kimmy, she would have died too. Give that a little bit of okay.
Yeah, I believe she doesn't have a hitbox at all on this level, which is great. Saves me trouble of doing this level a million times. Alright, here's the memorization part. Because there's no indication that purple eel's coming out to get you.
Yeah, this is it. I died quite a few times here just because you don't know what's coming. And you don't have a whole lot of time to respond.
Oh no, you don't. You only have a split second to respond. And end level.
Yeah, Rat, you're always so good on, I know it's harder than it looked, too.
Like I said, all memorization, baby. Alright.
Now here comes the BS jump.
Oh god.
This part right here is such a jerk because there's no real way to find out where this final stage is. It's just it's frustration is what it is. pure undiluted frustration.
Now the question is, where did Rat just jump there? Well, there was an invisible triangle.
Yep. There's an invisible jump there, and then you have to do that really fancy 180-degree turn, and there's the end. There's the stage.
That's so good.
And
Such a...
Kimmy gets kidnapped again, by the way, by a unicorn lizard men. Kimmy! Oh, God, okay, I wasn't paying attention, that's fine. I don't know what I was doing. I was like, oops.
Paying too much attention to Kimmy.
Yeah, I know, she owes me a sandwich still, so... Alright, well, that's fine. Like I said, that's like, what, third death? That's no big deal. Alright, so you have Borf coming up out of nowhere trying to shoot you. You can easily dodge his shots. And there's a fun little fact about this part here. It's going to tell you to energize, and you have to energize. If you don't energize, it'll take you up to that upper left path there, and the level will just like push you off and into your death pretty much. So the game's the jerk.
Yeah, it is 100% required to energize there.
And get to listen to this music for the next like 3 minutes. And then here's Borf again trying to shoot you. His aim is terrible for the most part. And then this part is where the game gets a little bit evil. Look at that. It's like right on the edge there.
We come back. If you notice, Borf sort of shoots out a spotlight first. That's how he determines when he's going to shoot you. He sends out the spotlight, it catches you, and then he shoots.
Yeah. So you kind of have to...
you actually have quite a bit of time to get out of the way.
Yeah. You have to like manipulate that in order for him to not shoot you. Alright, so here's the best boss fight in the history ever of video games. Borf takes 13 hits, by the way. And what you're doing is you're repelling his laser up against the mirror glass piece there. And you just do it 13 times, dodging the laser, dodging the lizard unicorn men, and try not to overshoot your jumps and jumping off the edge, because I've done that plenty of times.
They require you to energize, but then they don't really let you shoot anybody.
Yeah, no.
You can shoot the little unicorn dudes, but it's not a big deal. They just keep coming. They're like those little guys that keep running back and forth here. They just keep coming. Even if you shoot them, they come back. They don't matter. And you can't even shoot Borf. You just have to get him to shoot himself.
Pretty much.
Because he is using an infantilizing ray.
And
so
time.
basically, he's trying to turn you into a child.
Hey!
Good job.
Nice, right?
13 hits. It seems so arbitrary, too. Like, not 16, not 12, 13. Whatever.
13 is such a good number, Kappa.
The whole game is whatever.
Pretty much. That's it. That's what happens when you hit him 13 times on his own laser. He becomes a baby. But yeah, that's the end of the game. You don't get a true ending unless you beat this 100% with doing all the energizers.
That's a
and...
wonderful ending.
Oh yeah.
How long does that
Look
take
at
to
it.
do 100%?
I think it adds on like another 10 minutes to the game. I haven't tried it yet because it's difficult. And I already suffered enough through this game.
Yeah, when I got to play through, I did most of the energizers just because there was power-ups and stuff in the energizers to make some of the later stuff a little bit easier. And I think I only didn't do maybe 2, 3 of the energizers, and I still got the bad ending. You pretty much have to do every single energize.
And you also have to destroy all those green bubble things in Space Maze, too.
Yep.
Which is stupid. And they also, the green bubble things actually come back after each level, too.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much before you go to the very last portal to get to the Pew 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 level, you have to go through the maze again and destroy all those bubbles before you go into it. Which is really, really tedious.
But Kimmy thinks you can do better.
Yep.